Hey guys, I thought rather than trying to write a big long thing about how to use this this Fox Prep Zone archive and also the template that I want you to use, I thought I'd make a short video and just go over this. So this is what the Prep Zone archive looks like. This is the URL up here. I've sent this to you, so don't worry about copying that down. So when you bring it up, this is what it's going to look like. And as you can see over here, there are 322 games in the archive from 2011 to 2015. So there's a wealth of material here. If you don't care what year you're looking at, just go at it. I think these start kind of in reverse order. I think this stuff is all the latest stuff. But regardless, if you want to look for a specific game, let's say you're looking for a modern day game or whatever, you can put in modern day, or just modder, I think would work, and hit this little magnifying glass icon, and it'll bring up all the modern day games. And so say you want to review this Upland modern day game, so you're going to click on that, and it'll launch the player within Fox Sports. And oh, you can hear that. Okay, so it's got sound. I'll turn that off. So okay, so I just muted it. And this is the entire broadcast. You're going to hear the pregame, all that stuff. Now you can zip right through that by dragging this little icon, this little slider here, it's called. Put it at 9 minutes, and there we go. We've got the game going. So, actually, it's not going. It's still pregame. So, move it over until the game is actually running. And again, if you miss some stuff, it doesn't matter. Just get it whatever you can get. Still pregame. Good grief. These guys are worse than the NFL. Okay, so now we've got some game running here, okay? And first thing I want you to notice is the time and the score up here. So this time that you see 11:36 in the first, that's what I need to know when you're recording the plays, okay? Don't give me the time down here on the slider. Give me the time of the game. And I can say you can go back and forth with this thing. It's not the most friendly interface, I'll be honest with you. It's not easy to go back and forward. I've also noticed that sometimes the response is really slow, and if it is, turn off this HD right here. Okay, see how you can turn it on by just toggling it, just clicking on it. The icon next to it is for full screen mode. You can toggle that back and forth. Okay, that's about it. So if the thing starts hanging on you, just turn off HD. The quality is still pretty good. It won't make a difference to me. All right, so I think that's all I want to tell you about the Fox Sports thing. Let's move over to the template. Okay guys, so this is the template that we're going to use to record the plays that you want me to look at and possibly use for instructional purposes. So you'll notice the name of the file is right here, Game Film Reference Template. The first thing we want to do is change this so that you don't overwrite this thing, because you may use it again. So do a file and then a save as, and then this one you could call modern day versus Upland. That'd be fine. Okay, and do a save, and now you're going to notice that the name changes up here. That's the first thing to do. Then go up here to, there we go, and this is for me. So as I go forward, I can actually remember what the heck I'm looking at here. Okay, modern day versus Upland. Delete that month day. Does it say it's 12/3/13? Okay. So now I have a title. Now everything else below this is freeform. So start on this first cell below play number or time. The play number refers to the huddle films, because all the huddle film is broken down by play number. For the purposes of this video, we're talking about the Fox Sports stuff. So that would be your time of game. So let's say we saw a foul right there at the beginning. What was it? 11:53. In the tab over to the first quarter. Hit the tab. Whoops. 1. Now, this thing that says issue, you can leave this blank. If what you put in the foul category is self-explanatory, then don't worry about it. But if this is a questionable thing, or if you just want to give me a little description of what you saw there, you might say possible block below the waist on the defense. Okay, that tells me something. Tell me the players involved if you know them. It's, again, not mandatory. If you have it, great. If you don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. The most important thing is this time and the somehow describe what you saw, and that goes with this too. The foul. Now, there's a drop-down list here, but you have to scroll all the way to the top here using this little slider to get the first entries. So just give me an idea of what you saw. Now, there isn't always a foul because we could be talking about a mechanic, so you can leave this blank, okay? But let's say we had a hold, okay? And maybe there was also a block in the back. That could happen on 2 plays. Or you could say maybe it's we've got illegal helmet contact, and it's potentially a flagrant foul. Okay, so you can use this one of 2 ways: either multiple fouls, or sort of further describing what you saw. And if you can tell me which official was involved, just choose the main one. I've also got flanks here, because a lot of times these calls involve both flanks for things like motion and offside, encroachment, false start, that sort of thing. Anyway, I didn't say offside. That's not a foul. So let's say it's the referee's call, and you thought it was a bad call. Okay, so that's the type of call or issue. So there's basically mechanics. Call spots, no calls. You tell me. Questionable call, too many eyes on the ball, and the donut principle. Those are related to each other. In other words, something was missed because too many people are watching the same thing. The donut principle is something that we're going to talk about this year, but we haven't talked about yet. But basically, it means that we're looking. There should be 1 person or 2 at the most focused on the primary players in the play. We'll say the running back and the defender who's tackling them, or defenders, and the rest of the people on the crew should have their eyes around that play, like a donut. And so this is something going forward we're going to use a lot, but right now I don't think that you guys necessarily want to put that in there. You can if you want. And then the type of play. So again, scroll up. So it's a run, pass, kickoff, try, field goal, punt, fumble. Okay? And that should cover pretty much everything. And, if you want to go through these games and just pick out the plays that had flags on them, I'm fine with that. Don't try to dissect these things down to the minute detail. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of material here. So, just make it easy on yourselves. Enjoy watching the game. Try to learn from the mechanics or lack of that you see during these games. And hopefully we're going to build an archive that will serve us for years to come. So I really appreciate your help. And feel free to call me if you have any questions. All right, thanks.